Hello, this is Kay from essentialkorean.com. 안녕하세요, 여러분. Essential Korean K-쌤입니다. In this episode, you will learn 4 Korean pronouns for I and we and practice using them in sentences with action verbs. It won't be that exciting to talk about what you do daily in your own language, but it will be exciting and fun to talk about what you do daily in Korean. So let's get to work. 2 of the I and we pronouns are in neutral form, and the other 2 are in humble form. If you need a refresher on what the terms neutral and humble refer to, go back to episode 16. I will introduce the neutral forms first, which you can use in situations where you're talking to people of equal level or you are in a higher position. The neutral form of I in Korean is 나. 나, 나. You would use this to refer to yourself. Now, to refer to you and other members in your group, you would use the neutral form of we in Korean, which is 우리. 우리, 우리. Humble pronouns, on the other hand, would be used when you refer to yourself or your group while talking with a superior, or when a hierarchy exists between you and your conversation partner where you are in the humble or lower position. They both start with a J sound. The humble form for 나, I is 저, 저, 저. And the humble form for 우리 is 저희, 저희, 저희. Let's use them in sentences with some 하다 compound verbs, which are easy to pick up. 하다 compound verbs consists of a noun and the verb 하다, which means to do. Let's quickly run through the list of verbs we will use today, starting with actions you would find in your morning routine. To brush your teeth, 양치 plus 하다, 양치하다. So 양치 means brushing teeth, 하다 means to do, and combine them together, we have 양치하다. To wash your face, 세수, washing one's face, plus 하다, to do, combine them together, 세수하다. The next verb, to take a shower. This is easy. 샤워하다, 샤워하다, to do. To have a meal, 식사, having a meal, 하다, to do. So combine them together, 식사하다. The next verb, to study. 공부, which means study, 하다, to do, combine them together, 공부하다, to study. The next verb, to work. The word for work, 일, and to do, 하다. So 일하다, which means to work. The next verb, to call. 전화, telephone, 하다, to do, combine them together, 전화하다, to call. The next verb, to talk on the phone. 통화, talking on the phone, 하다, to do, together, 통화하다. The next verb, to do a video call. 화상통화, the video call, plus 하다, to do, combine them together, 화상통화하다. The next one, to text. 문자, texting, 하다, to do, together, 문자하다, to text. To keep in touch, 연락. It's actually spelled 연락, but it's pronounced 연락. So keeping in touch is 연락, followed by 하다, 연락하다, to keep in touch. The next verb, to drive. Driving is 운전, and followed by 하다, so 운전하다, to drive. The next verb, to work out or to exercise. Exercise or working out is 운동, followed by 하다, 운동하다. Notice how I didn't say the gerund form, also known as the ing form, like brushing your teeth, washing your face. I did this because I presented the verbs to you in dictionary form. And whenever I use a verb in dictionary form, I would use to plus verb as the corresponding English. So please note that. So those are 13 verbs for today. Or you can think of them as 13 nouns with the verb 하다. Alright, now that we have verbs to create sentences with, let's introduce the examples. Imagine a situation where your colleague whom you've gotten close with calls you on the weekend, and after exchanging greetings, he asks, 뭐 해요? 뭐 means what? 해요? Do. The informal polite style of 하다. Thus, he's asking what you're doing. 뭐 해요? What is the answer going to be if you are catching up with your work? Right, you can say 일해요. 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 Notice there's no pronoun I, 나, or 저 in the sentence. Do you remember episode 12 in which we discussed the basic sentence structure of Korean? In the episode, I mentioned that the subject can be omitted if readily understood in the context. So, to the question, 뭐 해요? You can respond, 일해요. 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 You can also respond with the pronoun I, 나. 나 일해요. 나 일해요. 나 일해요. 일해요 and 나 일해요 both will be translated as I am working. But there is a nuanced difference in the original Korean. Generally, the 뭐 해요? 일해요 exchange would be fine, even more natural without the subject. But if you want to highlight the I, let's say because you've been working hard and are proud of it, then you may choose to say 나 일해요. Here's an example where you would explicitly use the pronoun. At a meeting with your team, one of your colleagues is wondering about how an ex-colleague is doing, noting that no one in the team is in contact with him. The fact is, you've been keeping in touch with him, calling him now and then. You can correct his assumption that no one's in contact with him by saying 나 전화해요, meaning I call, rather than just saying 전화해요. You would be highlighting that I call by explicitly using the pronoun 나. In the same situation, you can also say 우리 전화해요, meaning we, the ex-colleague and I, call. 우리 전화해요. 우리 전화해요. 우리 전화해요. By the way, don't forget to repeat after me when I say the sentence so you can practice speaking. Okay, an example with the humble form pronouns now. At the same meeting, if your boss is wondering if anyone is in contact with the ex-colleague, you can say 저 연락해요, meaning I keep in touch. Please note that the appropriate pronoun to refer to I in this situation is 저, the humble form, because you're talking to your boss who is your superior. Repeat after me to say I keep in touch in Korean with the humble pronoun. 저 연락해요. 저 연락해요. 저 연락해요. You can also say 저희 연락해요, meaning we keep in touch, referring to you and the ex-colleague with the humble form of the pronoun for we in Korean. Repeat after me. 저희 연락해요. 저희 연락해요. 저희 연락해요. Okay, now let's practice the rest of the 13 verbs for different situations in the form of a quiz. Number 1. Someone called your cell phone while you were brushing your teeth. You've been waiting for this call, so you pick it up. Noticing you sound a bit weird, the caller asks why you sound so strange. How would you explain to him? Right. You can say, 양치해요. 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 You can choose to add the pronoun 나 and say, 나 양치해요. 나 양치해요. 나 양치해요. If the caller is your superior, you will say, that's right. 저 양치해요. 저 양치해요. 저 양치해요. Okay, number 2. You went on a trip with your family. In the morning, you are in the only bathroom in the cabin and your grandfather is knocking on the door, asking if you are taking a shower. Since you will be swimming later, you're just washing your face. How would you respond? Yes, you can say, 아니요, 세수해요. No, I'm washing my face. Please repeat after me. 아니요, 세수해요. 아니요, 세수해요. 아니요, 세수해요. You can also respond with a pronoun. More specifically, the humble pronoun, 저, because you're talking to a superior, someone higher than you, your grandfather. So you will say, 아니요, 저 세수해요. 아니요, 저 세수해요. 아니요, 저 세수해요. Okay, moving to number 3. A classmate from your Korean class called you in the evening and asks if you are studying for the Korean quiz. 한국말 퀴즈 공부해요? Are you studying for the Korean quiz? 한국말 퀴즈 공부해요? 한국말 퀴즈 공부해요? Well, you're actually having a meal. What would you tell your classmate? Correct if you said, 아니요, 식사해요. 아니요, 식사해요. 아니요, 식사해요. Or you can also say, 아니요, 나 식사해요. 아니요, 나 식사해요. 아니요, 나 식사해요. Okay, number 4. Knowing your significant other is away for an extensive business trip, your boss comments that you must miss him or her. The fact is, you talk via video calls often enough that it would be hard to miss them. How would you tell him you to talk on video calls? That's right. 화상통화해요. 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 I'll give you bonus points if you said 저희 화상통화해요 for using the humble pronoun for we in Korean. Let's practice. Please repeat after me. 저희 화상통화해요. 저희 화상통화해요. 저희 화상통화해요. Number 5. Your teacher asks you if you and your team members call each other. 전화해요? 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 How would you respond if you guys text? Very nice if you said 아니요, 문자해요. No, we text. Repeat after me and let's practice. 아니요, 문자해요. 아니요, 문자해요. 아니요, 문자해요. Again, I'll give you bonus points for using the appropriate humble pronoun 저희. We must treat our teachers with respect after all. 아니요, 저희 문자해요. No, we text. Repeat after me. 아니요, 저희 문자해요. 아니요, 저희 문자해요. 아니요, 저희 문자해요. Alright, number 6. This is a bonus question for those who want to hear and practice 반말, the casual style. You're working out at the gym when your friend calls. Wondering about the background noise, your friend asks, 운전해? Are you driving? So there's no yo in case you didn't notice. 운전해? How would you correct your friend's assumption? Excellent. If your answer is 아니, 운동해. No, I'm working out. Repeat after me. Imagine that you're talking to a friend. 아니, 운동해. 아니, 운동해. 아니, 운동해. You can also use the neutral pronoun for I, 나, and say 아니, 나 운동해. 아니, 나 운동해. 아니, 나 운동해. Alright, to sum up, we learned 나 and 우리 for I and we in English respectively, and also learned 저 and 저희 for their corresponding humble forms. For verbs, we learned 13 하다-verbs or do verbs. 양치하다, to brush your teeth. 세수하다, to wash one's face. 샤워하다, to take a shower. 식사하다, to have a meal. 공부하다, to study. 일하다, to work. 전화하다, to call. 통화하다, to talk on the phone. 화상통화하다, to do a video call. 문자하다, to text. 운전하다, to drive. 운동하다, to exercise or to work out. As for gaining more insights into using these pronouns, if you are a K-drama fan, you are in luck. You can enjoy your favorite dramas and study Korean at the same time without feeling guilty. Pay attention to when people use and don't use pronouns 나, 우리, 저, or 저희 when watching Korean dramas. Dramas can provide rich context for us to make observations for pragmatic language usage in a very engaging and entertaining way. Okay, that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we will learn me, my, us, and our in Korean and how to use them in sentences with more action verbs that we use daily. So please stay tuned. Until then, take care and stay healthy. 고맙습니다. 안녕히 계세요.